2-1 team set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Lindsay, first down and more than that. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And the Broncos first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsay. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 34-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Locke sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Locke working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
6 at the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Shotgun snap to Locke. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at it, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. A quick toss outright, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
45. Mike, 45. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Le'Veon Bell, the
tackle there by Mark Barron.
Across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A 1st down throw, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second down. It's Lindsey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Broncos.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a second down and 6. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Locke going to throw. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Denver.
Philip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Jets 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now it's Darnold. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder. Crowder there. And it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returning it, here's Hamler. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Lock toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Lock. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the Broncos first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Denver.
Lock off a play action. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A 25-yard attempt.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple.
Oh, wide open. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Second and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Steps away to his left. This is the tight end Fant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second and 11 at the 41. Again, it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So
he rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Broncos.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
Kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Broncos 21, Jets 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. Darnold, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
So how many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. That's complete. It's Gordon. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
For Chris Hogan.
The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Darnold from the gun. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Hogan, his first touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they... And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 48 yards. On 1st down, Gordon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jets' 31-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Good job.
Locke.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Airing one out for Crowder. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career.
Makes the score.
Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Arnold on first down. Going for it all. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Brashad.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And he whips that one incomplete there. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. Darnold fighting Perriman there for a New York first down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I'm going back to you.
On first down, it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell.
Darnold's
not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. This throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And you know it pains them to be this close, and you know they're going to want to go for it here, but they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a one-score game. It's only logical.
All right, right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Philip Lindsay there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Locke out quickly to Judy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Locke working out of the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the interception, here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Throwing his Lock on third down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And that will be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
On fourth down, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now they snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 1 at the 18-yard line. Tonight's final.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Denver, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets,